It's Saturday afternoon. It is the first, I would say it's like the first legit cold day of the end of the year in St. Louis. So let's have some tea. You can probably hear my toaster oven going. My water has boiled, but I'm waiting for it to cool down a little bit. The tea I'm making today is this green pearl from Mountain Rose Herbs. And you can see it is these really tight, beautiful pearls. And when I smell it, I really am getting a lot of like astringency. That really is coming through. And I will tell you, this actually hasn't been like, I got this as a gift. It hasn't been my most favorite tea I have ever had. But you know, if you store it well, it keeps. And I think it's gonna pair super duper well with today's snack. I am snacking on toast made with this cherry chocolate bread from Breadsmith in St. Louis. You can see just chunks of chocolate and cherry in there. It's probably about ready to come out of the toaster oven. My neighbor Erica gave me some of her loaf, and Breadsmith recommends doing butter with cinnamon sugar, and I already did that earlier this week with breakfast, and it was great. But today, Erica said it would probably be good with cream cheese and cinnamon sugar, so that's what I'm gonna do. Cream cheese, and this is homemade cinnamon sugar. I did half a cup of white sugar and 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. Toast is nice and toasty, very chocolatey. And so the reason I decided I'm gonna go with this green tea that hasn't been, and not that it's bad, it's just, you know, we all like what we like, right? So it has not just been my favorite, but I am thinking about this bread. It's full of chocolate, full of cherries. It's really sweet. I'm gonna put cinnamon sugar on it, and I am spreading cream cheese on top of it. So we have a ton of sweet and a ton of savory, fatty deliciousness. What do we need? Well, I don't know. What do I need? What I'm thinking I want is I actually want a more astringent tea to balance that out, to provide a counter flavor to what is in the snack. And so something that is more on the astringent, refreshing side, I think is going to be delicious, because anything else might be just like too much of too much. I was not paying attention and I overpoured this cup. I did not oversteep the tea, but I did overpour the cup. But it's a lovely light green tea. It's a little more honey to my eye than I think is coming through on the camera, but it is sort of a nice blend of like a green and a honey golden color. And the steam coming up, it really smells true to what's in the tin. Some teas change once you pour water on them, some don't. I don't think that's either good or bad, but this one is one that really smells both the same in the tin and in the cup. Starting with my tea. It is, it's really straightforward. It's mellow, so it's astringent, but it is mellow. It's not like aggressively bitter at all, but it's really fresh. Okay, that is amazing. So the cherry chocolate bread, again, they recommend it with butter and cinnamon sugar. That is great, but cream cheese, my neighbor was right. Cream cheese and the cinnamon sugar. Woo. I am loving that. That bread is fantastic. That is bread you should have at your holiday table. Sorry to talk with my mouth full. I took a big bite. And yeah, I am loving this tea with this snack. Because, as I predicted, tea is straightforward, a little astringent, so it's not competing with this. There's not too many flavors. I take a bite of this, I enjoy it, take a sip of tea, refresh myself for the next bite. That goes to show that just maybe if you don't love a tea alone or with a certain pairing, it certainly doesn't mean it's a bad tea, and it doesn't mean you'll never like it. Tea, I think it's a beverage where like it is contextual, and so many factors from individual preferences to preparation to what you do or do not eat with your tea make a difference. So I'm glad I did not give up on this tea. I'm glad I kept it on hand because it is really lovely to go with something rich like this and create a little sense of balance. So stay warm. Have a nice weekend.